Listen, Saudi Arabia, close to my heart. I've been going in and out of the kingdom for so many years. It's wonderful to see what has gone on there in the last 10 years. It's become much more progressive location. And then not least in the last 5 years with Vision 2030. They have visionary leadership. They have desire to change the perspective of the country. And they have a real focus on tourism along with this Vision 2030 and how they see that being developed. The religious tourism aside, because that's obviously huge. And in the kingdom, again, Accor is the biggest operator, 10,000 employees on the ground. We have a huge footprint today, and we're involved in all the giga projects, heavily involved even from the onset, not least if you look at something like Red Sea project, which if you fly down that coastline and have a look at what is about to be opened up, it is truly magnificent. Really, I cannot say. If you look at Saudi Arabia, and I mentioned this, or a colleague had mentioned this, their perspective, there's two locations in the world where very few people have been. One is the North Pole and the other is Saudi Arabia. And it sounds like a quirky comment, but it's the truth. It's a reality. And Saudi Arabia has some of the most amazing architectural sites. If you look at a site like
yeah.
Well, I was going to reference Petra. If you look at Petra, which is a site that people know, they've seen photographs on Instagram, social media, etc., etc. Really, when you see Alula, it is jaw-dropping.
Wow.
For the first time, and so many people are going to get to experience that under a new hotel experience as it opens up. Infrastructure going in, and they're being careful with their infrastructure. They're really being environmentally focused, which is wonderful to see, not least in the Red Sea, which is such a massive piece of coastline, and very few people have ever dived there. If you look at Red Sea, Egypt, it's a very small piece at the top of the peninsula, which is Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada. And then down the coast, you have this huge coastline that nobody's ever been on. And the beach and the sea, and it's just unbelievable. It's going to be wonderful for Saudi Arabia. Wonderful.
Very exciting. You make it sound
wonderful
great.
for tourism in general.